Well, hey, what's up, parents? Thank you so much for checking in with us, and thank you for doing the hardest job on the planet, raising your teenager. It has been an incredible summer so far, and we are almost done. We're looking towards the fall, and so I know you're not ready for that quite yet, but we want to get you prepared. We've got calendar dates for the big picture things for the rest of the year, even next summer, so you guys can be planning with us and alongside of us. So let's go ahead and jump in. Wednesday nights have been amazing. We have been hanging out late. Last night we survived the all-nighter. You may have heard I slept during most of it, but Pastor Franklin did an amazing job running that event. What I've loved about the summer midweeks is that we've got so much more time to put into our messages, into ministry time, and so making sure that we're not just rushing through things because there isn't school the next day. We've got time to hang out, and it's been awesome just to worship and pray with your students, see their passion for the Lord. We've got 3 midweeks left until we close down for the end of summer. And so coming up this week on the 9th is going to be a crazy food fight. And so we're asking your students to bring in food that we're going to just go make a mess with outside. I'm excited for it. We've never done it before. It's going to be a good time. We've got a slip and slide night, kickball, August 16th, and we've got a yard game night coming up on the 23rd. So we are off. No midweek on August 30th and September 6th. Those 2 weeks we are going to take to reset. We're training up our leaders. We're getting the loft set. We've actually been remodeling parts of it up there. And so we are working hard, getting ready for the fall, which will kick off September 13th. And so in the craziness of going back to school and making sure you all have that stuff, we're going to give you some time. And then we are kicking off September 13th. Mark it on your calendars. I want to talk about Afterglows for a second, just to give you a reminder, or for those of you who are unsure. And Afterglow is what we do after Sunday night prayer. During the summer, we kind of had all church Afterglows, and it's been a lot of fun, although we haven't connected quite as many teenagers as we'd hoped. If it's not for them, they didn't always want to participate. And so we're going back to just youth-only Afterglows starting in September. And one of the things we're doing is we are looking for parent and families to host these Afterglow parties at your home. And so maybe you have the gift of hospitality. Maybe you've got, God's blessed you with just a great house to be able to host. We would love for you to reach out to us. Just shoot me an email or text if you see me on Sunday and say, hey, I'd be interested in hosting an Afterglow. We've already got a family ready for September, but we're looking for October, November, December. So 3 families that would willing to host, and we'll help you come up with some creative things to do, make sure it's fun, help you get snacks, but we're looking for you guys to reach out to us. We'd love to give you the opportunity to invite the youth group over and have a ton of fun. So if that's you, if you're thinking, man, I love to host, I've got a house where I'd love to just bless the kids and our youth ministry, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about that. Hey, one of the things that I'm most passionate about is developing leaders, and that happens primarily through our youth leadership group. And that's a group that's separate from our midweeks. And those students, it's for students that want to commit to gathering above and beyond what we normally do. And we are diving deep into discipleship, teaching them how to spend time with the Lord. We're walking them through what it looks like to spend times in prayer. And so we're not just saying, hey, go pray, but we're taking that time to really make sure they understand what that looks like. We're doing leadership development, which is something that will go with them for the rest of their life, help them not just for themselves, but in school, in business, in their families. As they grow up, we want to make them think like leaders. So if you're interested in that, and hey, my son, my oldest, is almost a teenager, and so developing his faith is absolute most priority for me. And so this is a great opportunity to be just an additional tool. So youth leadership happens every other Sunday. And we're going to meet 6 times between September and December before Christmas. And so it's a small commitment. 12:30 to 2:30 every other Sunday. We've also got a guest speaker who I'm bringing in October to spend a weekend with us just to pour into these kids and help them develop that relationship with Jesus. And so there's a small cost just to help us with food and different things like that. But if you're interested, registration is live. That's going to be open for about a month. And then we start on September 24th. That's our first week of leadership. And so generally it's about 20 students that say, hey, I want to go a little bit deeper, a little bit further, and grow, really be stretched in their relationship with the Lord. And so I want to make sure you know about that. There's information below. Well, hey, let's talk about big calendar blocks. And we've got everything on the calendar for you all the way up until next year's summer trip. Let's start with this year's winter retreat. We are leaving December 29th through the 31st. Now, this is a little bit of an awkward month because the past few years, it's been a New Year's Eve party. Well, we're actually going to be coming home on New Year's Eve. And guys, I know that doesn't work out in everybody's family plans and calendars and holidays. We really looked hard at different places and what we could do, but landed on this date. And so want to get you that in your calendar. Registration is going to be live in just a moment. I want to let you guys know, we keep this cost down and we lose money on this event. We don't, I mean, like the price we give you doesn't cover what it costs to go, but we want to make sure it's available to as many people as possible. We know it's right around the holidays. We know budgets can be tight. And so we're trying our best to keep that under $200. There's a small discount for early bird registrations. And so make sure you don't wait for that. I think in the middle of October, that price will go up just a little bit. And so I want to also invite you, if you have not yet come with us on one of those weekends to help us out in the kitchen. I've had so many conversations over the last couple of weeks with parents that, yeah, I think I can do that, or I'll invite my spouse, and they're going. So my goal is to have 20 of you parents come and hang out with us. There is a beautiful, beautiful kind of up northy, not mansion, but it's, I mean, just incredible common space with a kitchen and queen beds. We're not going to put you in bunks or anything like that. Beautiful fireplace for you guys just to rest when you're not working and helping us out. But consider putting that on your calendar, December 29, 30, 31st. We'd love for you to join us and hang out with us during that event. All right, let's talk summer trips. We've got 2 coming up in 2024. So the first one is our standard summer trip, built on building community with each other and spiritual formation. We are, yes, going to be attending the Bold Conference. The dates of that trip are, let's see here, June 21st to the 29th. We are looking at going towards the Gatlinburg area, Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, doing some whitewater rafting and some hiking, have some beautiful homes that we're looking at, and then we'll drive over to Kansas City for our youth conference. That trip's going to be approximately $1,000. We don't have all the details yet, but we've got the date and the general scope of what we're doing. So I want to mark that on your calendar as well. Secondly, it is confirmed that we have a new global partnership in missions with some pastors in Costa Rica. And so the youth group is going to be taking our first missions trip in over 4 years to Costa Rica in the month of July, starting the week of July 14th and coming back the week of July 21st. And so there is an informational parent meeting happening August 20th, Sunday, in between services in the ministry center. And so if your student is interested in that trip, we want you to be a part of that meeting. If you miss it, reach out to us so we can give you the general ideas. But that is going to be a limited capacity trip. There are going to be some qualifications about your involvement in youth ministry to be a part of that. It's going to be senior high focused, and so our junior hires will have to wait before they can go on to that. You may be asking, as a parent, are you able to come? And the answer simply is maybe. Now, my heart is to take as many people and parents as we can, but we just have limited capacity. We don't have the ability to do that. So if you're interested, come to the meeting, fill out the application so we know who's interested, and we'll give those spots away to those. Hopefully we don't have to turn anybody away, but just to put it out there, it's a limited capacity trip, and we're really, really excited about it. So you're gonna get more information on August 20th. So that's a lot. I know the costs are a lot. Wild Game There is a big deal. Last year we raised $52,000. Guess what? I have already started to accumulate donations. In the room behind me, down in the basement, I've already got things for myself that I've been starting to collect and get from different people. So it's not too early to start that. If you need any letters or different things like that, we can get those to you, but don't wait till the last minute. Our goal is that you'd have a student that can go on Costa Rica, go on the summer trip, go on winter retreat, and never have to pay a dime out of pocket. So that's a lot going on. We got fall kicking off. We've got our calendar set for the year and our big rocks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you go about your day, may you passionately pursue God and relentlessly reveal Jesus to your teenager.